Okay, we're good.
Okay, you're good?
Yep.
I never saw it on an iPad.
I did my iPhone tray.
Ah, okay. All right. Let's see what we have here. Just 1 second. Okay, my love. Please say your first and last name.
Tiffany Cohen.
Can I have your permission to listen, please?
Yes.
Who's... Okay, person I hear right away is a male figure.
Okay.
He says you belong to him. So
Okay.
my question to you, is your father still alive?
Yes.
Oh, it must be a grandfather. So I know he's a father figure because he's standing here saying he is a father figure. Is this your father's father who's passed?
Yes, I never met him.
Oh, that's all right. He's here. And your mother's father's passed too?
Correct.
And he's there too. And your mother's alive?
My mother, yes.
So this is why they have the parents of the parents. They're all talking to you, dear. Are you married now?
I am.
They're talking about your husband. And I can tell you I like him.
Me too.
They say he's a nice guy. Can you tell me who Danny is? Or
My husband's brother who died.
he's standing with Danny.
Yes.
He's standing right there. And he's telling me to send his love to your husband.
Okay.
He's sending his love to you. And send my love to my brother. You also have a grandmother here. Whose mother is this?
They're both there.
Okay, this one must be your father's mother.
Okay.
Because she's talking real fast.
Oh, no.
But I can tell you they're excited about you because, are you pregnant?
I have a daughter. I want to be pregnant again.
Oh wow, I see the symbol right above your head.
I
I see the symbol above your head, which indicates that it's probably going to happen soon. Can you tell me who Rose is?
Rose is my grandmother's sister.
Okay, she's passed
Or
and
Rosa.
well, she's right here, and she's also waving at you.
Anyway.
And who is Ida? Eileen? Something with an I.
Mm.
Okay, I'm marking it down. Hopefully you'll find out. Maybe you'll later find out. I'm asking who these names are because they're calling out the names. Because I'm asking them who's elected, and they're just surrounding you, talking about you and your husband.
Mm-hmm.
M? Who starts with an M?
My grandmother, Mary.
Mary. She's right here. Mary, go ahead. Right. You remember when you were a little girl? Where is this neighborhood? The houses look like they're relatively close together. I see one that's significant with like a little fence in the front. Doesn't look like much of a fence, by the way. And I know she's trying to tell me about you being little.
Okay.
They took you swimming to some sort of lake.
Yes.
And it
Which
was,
is odd because I said if you're going to come through, mention this pool.
oh my gosh. Well, she said it, but I can't figure out because she's talking very fast. She's just trying to tell me about it.
The
Because
beach and pool.
well, whatever it is, I know it wasn't the ocean because
No.
she's telling me about it and you loved it. And here you are as a little kid in this bathing suit. I know, and she's just talking about loving this time of life and being a very happy time of life. She even shows me homemade lunches, food, like there's food they made. That it looks like it's packed up. You know what I mean? Like in a cooler. I don't know what she's talking about. And she also says something about somebody turning a big birthday. So who's turning a big birthday? It looks like an O, you know what I mean?
My mother-in-law just turned 60.
Then that's the one. She just turned 60.
Yeah. That's
Then you have to realize Danny is here talking about saying happy birthday to
That's
the...
his mom.
I know. That's why I said he's mentioning that he knows she just turned the big O. And I didn't know what it was. I know it was 50, 60, whatever. All I know is he's saying, please mention that I know. So he wants you to tell her that you've heard from him and that he said, I know and happy birthday.
Okay.
What is your husband's name?
Scott.
I knew he was an S, but I didn't know what. They're talking about him. There's a lot of people on that side who are calling him Scotty. I'm not.
Yeah,
But
everyone does.
that they're saying Scotty, not Scott. Did they give you jewelry from somebody else? They give you a piece of jewelry that was owned by somebody?
Yeah, a few.
They're talking about it. Your father's a nice guy. They're saying things about him.
Okay.
All right, now I don't know because they're here talking about him and they're saying things about him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did I just smell alcohol?
You did.
Ah, they just made me.
Yeah.
It went right by me.
Mm-hmm.
When he's not doing that,
Mm-hmm.
he's a good egg.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
And they just said it. Okay. You have siblings, how many?
Just one.
When you were a little girl, they tell me that you had a lot of dolls that you loved. That you had
Yeah.
dolls in the room. The grandmother's showing it to me.
Yeah.
And they loved your dolls, whatever they were. Your mother's mother is passed.
Mm-hmm.
She's talking about sending her love to my daughter. Tell my daughter I love her. She really is a nice lady and wants her daughter to know
Mm-hmm.
that she has not died and that she loves her very, very much. I like Scott. I do. Is he the one that works on computers or something? Who is it? You? Who's on the
No.
computer all the time? Him?
Mm-mm.
Why are they showing me? Oh, it's not that. What do you have, a boy or a girl?
I have a girl.
How old is she?
She's 4.
She's the one who loves that stuff. They're showing her. They said you're. I didn't know if you had a boy or a girl. I'm going to be honest with you. I think you have a boy the next time. But anyway, the point is. Well, here's the thing. I know that she loves this, and they show her doing this
Mm-hmm.
all the time,
Oh, yeah.
and that she's so like sharp. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're showing your husband. I don't know what he's doing there, but they're telling me he works all the time,
He does.
and that he's a good in many categories. Like they
Mhm.
show him like almost like a salesman category.
He's in advertising.
That's what I see him as, a salesperson. They're showing him knowing how to talk the talk. You
Oh,
know
yeah,
what I
he
mean?
does.
And that's what they're saying. But people like him. You know, they
Mhm.
just like him. So they're very excited about your future. Okay, and you have a healthy thing going on, so it's all good. And they're talking about your mother and your father, with the exception that your father drinks too much.
Mhm.
They're saying when he doesn't drink, that's when the real person is there,
Yeah.
but he gets a little rowdy and mean when he's
Mhm.
drinking. And there has been, when you kids were little, memories that you have that were rough.
Oh, yeah.
And they're talking about it, and your grandmother's telling me to tell you that she's very happy because Scott is the complete opposite of all
My
that.
husband does not drink one.
They said
sip of
he
alcohol.
is complete opposite, is what she just answered.
180.
Good for you. My mother's mother and father were both alcoholics. My mother was in the orphanage from the time she was 3 years old because of it. So I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
My mother never touched a drop either. She
Mhm.
chose the opposite
Right.
route too. They're saying that about Scott, and they're
Mhm.
very pleased because Scott has only one thing in mind, and that is his family.
Mhm.
So I can tell you that you will be having more children. I can say also that it's a nice life and there's a lot in front of you. They definitely show you in the car driving. She's
Okay.
in the back, you two up here, and it's all gabbing. But it's really fun, and I see you traveling over state lines. So I don't know where you're going, but I see you driving over state lines. And they're saying you're safe, go and enjoy. Your grandmother, your mother's mother, she wants to send love to your mother in the worst way by telling her thank you because she took care of her. She made sure her needs were taken care of, and she's very, very grateful.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, yeah.
Does she know anything about how she died? Because we don't know.
The grandmother,
Mm-hmm.
she had an aneurysm.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's what we thought.
Well, that's what she answered you right away. She had an aneurysm. She has no complaints. It was as quick as lightning.
Okay.
Boom, gone. And she was an amazing miracle she's telling you about the folks that were waiting for her the minute she stepped out, and tells me to tell that to you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's important that you know, because your grandmother's telling me that when you were a little girl, she's tried to tell you about things about the other side. She was a woman who believed in things spiritually, and she's telling you to know that it is all true and it's everything I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
She's with her husband,
Mhm.
and she loves telling me she's finally with him. She loved him, and she's saying, I'm with him. Your father's parents are also here. There's no question they're trying to tell me that your father has this disease,
Mm-hmm.
and that it comes from his family of others besides him.
His father had it too.
That's what they said. And they're taking the responsibility and stopping the nut now. You are to remember that, so you tell your children.
Yes.
Now, good news is you're all healthy, and I'm not worried about you. Everybody seems to be in a good place.
Okay.
your husband, everybody. So the forecast, sweet. They have all these lovely things they're showing me. Your daughter is smart as a whip, too smart sometimes,
Yes, she.
but
yes.
smart as a whip. And I can tell you she rules your husband. She's got him wrapped around her finger.
She's the first girl in 4 generations.
Oh, yeah. They said she rules everything. But it's all good. And,
That is an understatement.
yeah. Well, there you go. But it's all good, and I'm glad that you are at least smart enough to know when she should be saying no to and whatever, right? But the point is, I'm not worried about you. You have a nice life ahead of you, and they are very excited to show you that it's going to be good.
Can I ask you one more question?
You can ask anything you want.
So, my father with the alcohol,
Mhm.
did they say anything about his health?
I don't want to answer that
Why?
because I'm not comfortable with it. He's done enough damage. He smokes too, right?
No.
Did he?
Oh, he did.
He did.
He did.
I know he did because they're telling me he smoked and he drank. Good thing he gave up the smoking. That was one good thing. But he's done some damage to some body parts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only saying that because you asked. But I don't want to say any more because I don't know for sure and I don't want to make a mistake.
Okay.
And if I say to you, oh, everything's fine, and then, whatever,
Right.
then I don't want you to, So I'm going to just say that they tell me that he should have gave that up too.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I wish I could have done
That's
better.
okay.
Anyway, I hope this was helpful for you, sweetheart.
The aneurysm was ridiculous. We said that for like years and had no idea.
She mentioned it. She said it was as quick as lightning.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's the way I want to go. You hear me, Lori?
Yeah.
Mileage.
Quick.
It
Yeah.
was actually the same day as your grandmother.
Oh,
Oh my
really?
god.
It was my grandmother died on Mother's Day.
Mine too. 99?
81.
Oh, okay. We're
So-
99.
On Mother's Day. Wow.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's when
I
mine
know.
was too.
My mom told me I was her rock.